Hi everyone. In this lecture, I will show you how to use the PHP script running in a container to connect to the MySQL container. In this example, we will need to examine the Docker network. So we need to use the Docker extension in the VS Code editor. So let's go and install that first. We go to the extension menu and search for Docker, and we install this one. Microsoft created. The author is Microsoft. Now I have already installed it. Once you have installed, you will be able to see this icon on the left screen. Okay, let's get started with our example. First, let's take a look at the instructions we will cover in this example. We will cover add. It tells the Docker engine to copy the source from the local server or from the remote URLs and add the source to the file system of the image at the path dest. And another instruction is run. It runs the Linux commands, because each run instruction will produce one additional image layer. So to save the storage and also to make it more efficient, it is recommended to group the commands together into a single run. Okay, first, we will need to create the image and install the PDO MySQL extension. First, let's go to the VS Code editor. For this example, we will put the code in the folder called PHP MySQL, and we create the Docker file. I will just copy this over. Let's look at this Docker file. For the new instruction, first we add the extension installer for our image, and second, we use the extension installer script to install the PDO MySQL extension for our PHP server. So as you can see that I grouped the change permission command and the installing the extension installer script into one single run instruction, and we set the working directory, expose the PHP built-in web server port. Okay, once we saved this doc file, we need to open our terminal. For Windows user, please bring up the WSL terminal and run these commands. I already put it in our note. Run these build commands. I have already built the image. Let's look at it in the Docker desktop. We just delete it for this image. This is the image we built for this example. And then next we will run run the image to bring up the container. To do that, as some of you may still remember that we need to set up the volume so our code in the local machine can be synchronized to the container. So let's run the image. Set the option PHP. We give it a name, PHP server. The port we will run on 9000 in our local machine. For the volume, the host path, we create a folder or code and copy the path and paste here. And for the container path, we copy the value of workdir instruction in our doc file. Okay, run. Okay, it is running. Next, we need to add the PHP script which connect to the MySQL server. Let me just copy this first, and we created the file we call it PDO MySQL.php. We just, because we only test whether we can connect from our container running PHP to the MySQL server container. So we just connect and print out the server version, MySQL server version. And to connect to the MySQL container server, we need to use the IP address, because the Docker containers, the running containers, they are in the same local area network that is different from the one in for our local machine. So we need to use the Docker. We save this file first, and then we need to use the Docker extension to examine the network. Open the network menu and find the latest network and right click on the inspect. Let's see, in this network, it has two containers, PHP server and the MySQL server. We find the MySQL server IP address, IPv4 address, this, and copy to our PHP script. Let's copy it. Okay, let's have a check. It seems, oh, we need to check whether we have this database or not. Let's go to the MySQL server, go into this container, and MySQL is root. And show databases. Oh, we don't have this database. We create it. Create database. Oh, already exists. The database already exists. So we don't need to create it. Okay, let's try to request this file from our local machine. localhost host 9000 PDO MySQL. Let's see, the file name is PDO MySQL.php. As you can see, the server version, we can make it, give a prompt, the MySQL version. As you can see, our MySQL server is 8, the version 8 running.